Daily life in ancient Greece offers a captivating glimpse into how society functioned beyond the grandeur of its well-known myths. Understanding daily life is essential to setting the context for exploring ancient Greece, as it anchors the storied culture in human reality. This exploration delves into the routines, customs, and societal structures that defined the lived experiences of ancient Greeks, providing a nuanced perspective that counters the often romanticized views shaped by myth. The significance of investigating daily life lies in its ability to humanize the ancient Greeks, showing that they navigated similar societal complexities as we do today. This exploration reveals the ordinary facets of life, such as family dynamics, economic activities, and social roles, creating a bridge to contemporary times. For example, in ancient Athens, the agora was a bustling marketplace, reflecting the vibrant economic and social hub where citizens engaged in trade, political discussions, and philosophical debates. Meanwhile, in Sparta, the society's focus on military discipline profoundly shaped daily life, with rigorous training regimens starting as early as age 7, emphasizing communal values and resilience. Opinions supporting the exploration of daily life in ancient Greece suggest that understanding the normalcy and routine of ancient times fosters a deeper connection to our historical roots. The philosopher Aristotle himself contributed to this perspective by cataloging everyday elements in his works that offered insights into human behavior. However, potential challenges arise when interpreting these routines due to the scarcity of primary sources and the prevalence of biased accounts. Most available records were created by elite males, which may overlook the perspectives and contributions of women, slaves, and non-citizens, potentially skewing our understanding. Daily life in ancient Greece is instrumental in influencing other aspects of the main topic, such as politics and culture. The democratic ideals of Athens, for example, were not only theoretical constructs, but were deeply intertwined with the citizens' daily experiences and interactions. Similarly, the religious practices that permeated everyday life fueled artistic and architectural advancements, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to inspire. In conclusion, setting the context through the lens of daily life provides invaluable insights into ancient Greece, offering a balanced narrative that complements the mythological tales. It highlights the rich tapestry of human experience that laid the foundation for many of the philosophical, political, and cultural advancements that continue to shape modern society. In exploring society and social hierarchies beyond the myths within the context of daily life in ancient Greece, it's essential to understand that Greek society was intricately structured and its social hierarchies were foundational elements shaping everyday experiences. The social hierarchy in ancient Greece was quite rigid, with distinct classes that included citizens, metics, foreigners residing in Greece, slaves, and women, each with specific roles and levels of rights. Citizens, especially male landowners, occupied the highest social stratum, enjoying political participation and social privileges. Metics, while free, didn't have the same rights as citizens, but played crucial roles in the economy. Slaves were often war captives or debtors and were pivotal to economic and domestic life, though without rights. Understanding these social hierarchies is crucial as they provided structure to Greek city-states and influenced various societal aspects, such as politics, economics, and the culture of the time. For example, the democracy of Athens, often idealized, was exclusive, allowing participation only to male citizens, thereby illustrating the significant influence of social structure on governance. A significant example is the role of women, who, regardless of their social standing, were generally excluded from public life and politics. However, Spartan women were somewhat of an exception. They enjoyed greater freedoms, could own property, and were expected to maintain physical fitness to bear strong children, reflecting a different implementation of social norms within Greek society. Another example is the role of slaves, essential for the daily functioning of household economies, yet they lacked personal freedom and were legally considered property, highlighting the stark realities of social inequality. Some opinions suggest that despite these rigid structures, there was social mobility, albeit limited, through means such as wealth accumulation or gaining favor with powerful patrons. This underscores the complexity and nuances missed in broader mythologies about Greek society. Challenging this understanding are alternative viewpoints or controversies regarding the extent of social mobility and the true power wielded by different groups, like the hidden influence women could wield in domestic spheres despite their limited public roles. Critics argue that the prominence of certain city-states like Athens in historical narratives may skew perceptions, overshadowing the diversity of practices across Greek regions. Connecting these insights to other aspects of ancient Greek life, social hierarchies influenced everything from cultural practices to educational opportunities, reinforcing the pervasive nature of class distinctions beyond simplistic mythological portrayals. This exploration offers a nuanced understanding of how societal structures not only dictated daily life, but also shaped the legacy of ancient Greece. Economics and the role of trade in ancient Greece offer an intriguing lens through which we can better understand daily life beyond the myths often associated with this civilization. At its core, the economy of ancient Greece was characterized by a combination of agriculture, craftsmanship, and trade, with trade playing a pivotal role in shaping the social and cultural framework of Greek society. Trade was not merely a means of exchanging goods, but a vital force that encouraged cultural interaction, economic stability, and political alliances among the Greek city-states and beyond. The significance of trade in ancient Greece cannot be overstated. It allowed for the distribution of essential goods such as olive oil, wine, and pottery, which were highly valued both domestically and internationally. Trade facilitated the flow of ideas and technologies, contributing to advancements in various fields including art, philosophy, and science. For instance, the Athenian agora, a bustling market and civic center, was a hub for trade activities where merchants exchanged goods and services that spurred economic prosperity and cultural fusion. A specific example of ancient Greek trade is the exchange of grain from the Black Sea region, which was crucial for sustaining the population of Athens. Another example is the maritime trade centered around the Aegean Sea, where islands like Rhodes and Crete became key trading posts due to their strategic locations. These trading networks not only promoted wealth accumulation, but also encouraged the adoption of coinage, leading to a significant transformation in economic transactions. While the concept of trade in ancient Greece is largely viewed positively, there were challenges and controversies as well. The reliance on trade made some city-states vulnerable to economic fluctuations and external threats, as seen in the Peloponnesian War, where trade routes were often disrupted. Moreover, the slave trade, an unfortunate aspect of this system, raises ethical questions about the foundations of Greek economic success. The role of trade also intertwines with other facets of Greek life, influencing social hierarchies and political relationships. The wealth generated through trade enabled city-states to fund public works and cultural projects, thus enhancing civic pride and participation. This economic prosperity, however, often led to social disparities, which were ripe grounds for socio-political tensions and philosophical discourses on equality, justice, and governance. In conclusion, understanding the economics and role of trade in ancient Greece provides a more nuanced picture of Greek daily life, illustrating how this civilization's intricate trade networks underpinned its legendary advancements and enduring legacy. Education and philosophy in ancient Greece were foundational to the intellectual and cultural life that greatly transcended the myths and legends usually associated with this civilization. The Greeks approached knowledge and learning with a rigorous discipline, establishing systems of education and schools of thought that would shape the Western intellectual tradition for centuries to come. Central to this was the development of critical thinking and inquiry, best exemplified by figures such as Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. These philosophers not only questioned the workings of the world around them, but also tackled the nature of reality, ethics, and human existence. The significance of Greek education and philosophy in daily life was profound. It cultivated a society that valued knowledge, reason, and debate. For the Greek citizen, particularly in city-states like Athens, education was crucial in preparing individuals for civic life. It was a tool that empowered citizens to participate actively in democracy through informed discourse and rational decision-making. Two prime examples of this educational foundation can be found in the influence of Plato's Academy and Aristotle's Lyceum. Plato's Academy is often considered the first institution of higher learning in the Western world. It was a place where philosophical dialogues flourished, and young men were taught not just in philosophy, but also in mathematics, astronomy, and other subjects. Aristotle, once a student at the Academy, founded the Lyceum, where he expanded on his mentor's teachings and developed a comprehensive system of knowledge that included logic, biology, and ethics. These institutions were instrumental in the intellectual development of Greece and provided structures that later inspired modern universities. While Greek education and philosophy were pioneering, they were not without challenges and controversies. The sophists, for instance, were educators who taught rhetoric for a fee, promoting a more pragmatic and relativistic approach to knowledge that clashed with the philosophies that sought absolute truths. Additionally, the focus on education was mainly for freemen, excluding women and slaves, thus raising significant gender and social equity issues. In the broader context of ancient Greek daily life, education and philosophy were intertwined with other cultural domains such as politics, the arts, and science. The tradition of inquiry and debate, encouraged by these philosophical endeavors, not only underpinned their democratic processes but also spurred advancements in various fields. Consequently, the Greek emphasis on education and philosophy was not limited to theoretical musings but had practical implications that enriched their culture and influenced countless generations thereafter.